the skate park, I instinctively knew that this was the place. I was really blown away by this beauty of this spot. It really holds everything, which became so close to my heart over the last couple of years when I was riding or cruising with my bullet bike through Madhya Pradesh. It was, there was this beauty in there. It was innocent, it was rough, it was somehow wild. And this is where I felt I had found the place. So 3 months later, we started construction. Another 3.5 months later, the skate park was built. In April last year, we had the grand opening, which was nothing more but that I handed over 20 skateboards to the kids. And I told them you have to share them and you have, take care of them. During the construction process, the villagers didn't know what was going on. The kids were kind of curious. They came every day, and when the fourth strand was built, they simply used it as a slide. When I gave them these skateboards, there was no teacher, there was no instructor there. It was all based upon, the principles of self-learning. And these kids, they really learned fast. They learned surprisingly fast, and it was, teams were built. All of a sudden, the bigger ones were helping the smaller ones, the better skilled were helping the lesser skilled. You saw these much wanted principles of collaboration and co-creation in practice. Practiced by the children, not ordained from above. And it really grew all very, very organically. So this skate park brought fun. It really fueled the kids with positive energy, and it gave them a lot of self-confidence. Today, I would say Jamvar is smiling. Jamvar is in a transformation mode. The kids, they show their elders the way, of an alternative life, a life their parents and their elders could have never dreamed of or imagined. The kids are ready to take their future in their own hands, and they are ready to build a brighter future for Jamvar. I'll give you 2 examples. There is Asha. She's a 16-year-old Adivasi girl. She attended last year the summer camp we did, and she did impressively well in English. So I invited her to go to England to learn better English. It took me 8 months to convince her parents to let her go. I fought in the Maharaj of Panna, I fought in the principal of the school, I fought in her teacher, I was chasing her father through the entire village on my bullet bike. I went to see the mother in the heat of the day in the field. I was talking, they wouldn't let her go. So, and I thought, this is never ever going anywhere. But it was really Asha herself, her persistence to say, I want to go, that finally after 8 months, and this was only 6 weeks ago, her parents agreed. They let her go, and meanwhile we succeeded. She has her passport, and the parents not only decided to let her go, which was a big thing in the village. They also gave me the promise whenever she's coming back. When the father gave me the high five, he also promised me not to marry her off, but give her the opportunity for a job, maybe working for us in Jamvar. The other example is Shivraj. Shivraj is a 13-year-old boy. He did not very well at school. He finished in April 8th grade. He could hardly read and write, and he just didn't like school. If you see these government schools in the village, you understand why. I mean, you can't blame him. So, but he did impressively well at the skate park. There, he really developed social skills. He was actually a natural born leader, and very quiet in his practice. So he wouldn't have the opportunity to go to a ninth grade school because his parents don't have the money to send him off to Panama. They don't even have the money, to pay this 10 rupee bus fare. So it really looked like a sudden end to a child, just being cut off. When we got the opportunity to give a first scholarship to him, or to Chanbar, it was very easy for me to decide that it was him going. So the only problem was what to do. Sending him to a ninth class in some other kind of what we would call grammar school doesn't make any sense, because he simply was lacking all the skills you would need to do so. So we designed together with a school actually here in Noida. The name is Spreaker. It's based upon the same principles like Chanbar Castle is, which is all about experimenting and exploring. With them together, we designed a one-year program to start with, where he really learns what learning is all about. He just came back home. He has spent the first 6 months here in Delhi. Doesn't like the city so much, so he's happy to be back in Chanbar. But he has really somehow understood that learning can be a good thing. Or he has found the reason why he would learn. And all of a sudden, this kid started to write. He's now reading on a Kindle, and he's really eager, to know more. So everything, somehow, what we do at Chanbar Castle has the smell of counterculture. It doesn't go along with tradition. It's just like when you look at skateboarding, it's very often looked upon as anti-establishment. Hardly any rules or no rules at all. Yet at Chanbar Castle, we decided right from the beginning, we do accept this counterculture thing, but we're also very happy when the kids and everyone who's going to join us at least accept our 2 rules. The first rule is no school, no skateboarding. And the other rule, our second rule, is goals first. So if a kid doesn't go to school, if a kid doesn't go to school, it's not allowed to skateboard. As a result, immediately school attendance went up. So the guy there in the blue t-shirt, Sefi, he never went to school before. But when he heard this, he's actually one of our best skateboarders, not to say the best. I heard him say, wait, I'm going to be topper in school attendance. And sure enough, he is. Today he goes every day to school, and he's not the only one. I would say probably 15 of our best skateboarders, they are at school more or less every day. Another 10 or 15 drop in more frequently. So the entire atmosphere in the school has changed. The teachers are very happy. They use the expression that finally these kids are, coming out of their shells. Motivation is at an all-time high, and they're really eager to learn now. So it's a kind of slow process, but we do believe, and it's a long process, but we do believe that we're on the right track. Girls first is also something, in this